That's where you find the toxic people inside ourselves.
I was thinking that I was going to ask, do y'all believe that everybody has toxic? Like, of course, it ain't gonna be nobody on the panel, but you ain't gonna have no choice. But the answer is, do you believe that you have toxic traits?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. I told you in the beginning. They said I was a toxic one. I was like, damn, you beat me to it.
So you
Yes,
agree? Okay.
I agree.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
as a man, you need toxic traits. Like you have to have toxic traits because women love toxic. They don't like nice guys. They don't like the good guy. If you don't have no toxic in you at all, it's bad for you out here. You're gonna get done dirty by a female chasing a toxic man. So you're gonna be the good man giving her the world. She's gonna be like, fuck you for giving me the world. And she's gonna go to the guy that's giving her a little bit of hell because that little bit of hell is excitement. You gotta be a little toxic out here. I'm sorry. It
I
is
would
what it
like
is.
to interject. I do not. I tried to give a nice guy a chance, and
Your
there
voice
were.
say you lying. What you mean?
I tried to give a nice guy a chance, and guess what,
Oh, you
baby,
change your voice, Ash.
baby, baby. All I
Cap.
can say is it was headache.
I tried to
Like
tell you. I'm trying to
some of
tell you.
these nice guys, those are the most toxic things because they're
What?
Mr. Nice Man. Baby,
What?
please. Some of these nice guys, they I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I didn't what was it? I'm not gonna put nobody out there. I'm just saying, brother had some issues and yeah. Like I
Ash,
said,
Ash,
what
I'm going to interject and help me understand. You said viral is correct. Trill nodded his head yes, but you're telling me that
I
a
said
nice
some.
guy.
I said some. I didn't say all. I said some of these nice guys is a little toxic. Well,
Okay,
not little.
explain to me how the nice guy is toxic. You have just turned this page.
I
So
ain't turned up page. It's on the same page. It's just a fine print. Baby, some of them nice guys are toxic. And it's like what who I forgot who said it earlier. They try to do the Superman thing. Oh, Trill said it. They want to be the Superman. Then they want to come in. Oh yeah, I completely understand your emotions. Oh, this is man, that's so messed up. I want to be here for you. And then it's like, okay, you vanish. And then you come back, oh man, let me tell you what happened. Man, I had a kid. Man, she ain't doing right. Man, she acts just like you. But I wanted to be with her. It's like, okay, idiot. So what you over here for? Go back over there. Man, Ash, you cool, man. I can always count on you to be there and talk me through this. Like, dude, I don't know what's going on here, but you need to stop calling this phone. You finna get blocked in about 2.2 seconds.
so what made him a nice guy?
No, you didn't understand. The superhero, the wannabe, not the action. The talking of being the superhero. Because a lot of people love to say, oh yeah, I can do that for you. Where are you at? I mean, you're not looking for them to do anything because that's not their character. That's not their role in life, in your life. That's their role in somebody else. But everybody, some people, some nice guys, like to put on that Superman outfit and put it on knowing they ain't got the muscles or the strength for it. I'm just saying what I've encountered. I don't know how many other people can agree, but some of these nice guys, them screws is loose, looser than mine. I ain't gonna even lie to you because I just be trying to understand like we're why would you go date somebody that's like me, but then come back to me to help you through? And I said I'm done. I'm out. I baby. Hey, I get the cussing and everything. Hey, I'm out. I get that deep voice on. I get the angry woman syndrome going. This is not happening. I'm just saying.
I appreciate you so much.
And like I said, I'm not saying all nice guys are like this, but I have encountered. That's why I say I am toxic. There is some toxic things that I have been working on and trying to fix, but they out there. They exist. Like I said, they discover code everywhere you want to be and everywhere where you're broken. I stand by that.
Okay, okay. So Jamie, you was gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying that reality is
Wait, wait,
everybody got.
wait. You do that every time.
I know. I said I wasn't gonna say anything, and then I had something to say.
I
Right?
love what
Just say
what a
it. Just
synopsis.
say it. Right? Just say
Yeah,
it. All
just
right. So I have to just say it. Everybody's toxic. Everybody has toxic trait, and I'm gonna be honest. There's some things that I have toxic that I don't even want to let go. I kind of like it. I kind of like a little crazy. I like a little. My mom's foreign. Like I just kind of like a little saucy. you know,
Yeah,
like
let's
little
talk.
sass in there. And so there's just certain things about me that I don't want to change. And that's just real. So I gotta find somebody that likes my type of crazy. And I'm okay with that. That's it.
That's why you made that statement.
Yeah, because I be trying to think like, should I not say that or should I say that? I just kind of overthink a lot.
Yeah. So there's a level of crazy that you have that you're looking for that dude that's like, I like that level of crazy.
Well, right, because my mom's foreign, you know what I'm saying? I come from a foreign background. And so, you know, I may speak Spanish every now and then to you, and you might not like it because I might be upset when I do it, but I need somebody that thinks that that's cute. Like I need somebody to think that like like I don't know what she said to me, but I'm okay with that. Like, you know, like I need you to be okay with that.
I got you. What you got, prototype, is do you believe that all of us are toxic?
I believe that toxic people create other toxic people, and they respond like when you're not toxic, but then you respond a certain way, like you keep running into toxic people, and then it creates you to be toxic. That's why I made the comment about arranged marriage in my sons, man, because I have pretty good sons, like wholesome, good gentlemen, sweet, like, you know what I'm saying, and putting them out into the dating market, yo. I don't want them to be assholes for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at this crossroads where like I either got to teach them to be a savage. I know too well what that's about. Or I could arrange marriage them, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, like, oh, I know another family that's raised their kids the level that I raised my kids, who we can all see each other as family and merge that. I'm at a weird crossroads right now. I've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks, man. Is I don't want my sons to go through what I went through, like, you know what I'm saying, or to be the guy I had to become. Like, you know, I don't want that. So I don't know. I think it's I think people become toxic because they deal with toxicity. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's like all people are toxic coming out the gate. You know, I just
Not that they all are toxic, but they have a level of toxicity in them. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, like I think somebody pours the toxic into them, the toxic level into them. They deal with a situation and somebody pouring into here's some toxicity, and then they deal with something else, and here's some more. So yeah, that's the level. The level is gauged by how much they've dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say it like that.
That's a bit. Trill, what you got?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you know, a certain level of toxicity is just necessary, man. And maybe not so much that people pour it in them, but I think people want to be successful. And a lot of times being successful in a multitude of aspects of life is going to require that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain people who may grow up in rough environments. He might have grew up a good dude, you know, raised right, but then he go outside. And then for me to be successful out here, I got to attract certain toxic traits. You know what I'm saying? Now this man who was once a straight A student done shot 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what was required. Same thing with dating. I think a lot of times our parents raise us with the best intentions. They give us dating advice based on ideal situations, or dating advice based on the 35 to 40-year-old person's purview. And then we go outside trying to use those tools and fall flat on our face because that's not what's going to make you successful out there. Again, this shit is all leverage. All of it is, from the top of the relationship to the end of it. And unfortunately, just like bro said earlier, viral, women like that. They do. Because again, as a guy, I'm sure every guy on this panel has been the same way. Your mama gave you advice on how to handle women, right? Yeah, hey, you want to be a one woman man. You want to be considerate. You want to, prioritize her. You want to like not talk to nobody else when you're dealing with her. All these things that you go out there and try to be that perfect gentleman, and she look right over your ass for that athlete that got six girls, or that drug dealer in the neighborhood who pulling up in the whip or whatever, and he didn't hit 15 girls in the school or whatever. But he's that guy. She wants to feel that. She wants to taste that bit of excitement. And unfortunately, a lot of times, if you don't adapt, then you're gonna have to wait to catch that woman on the clearance rack after she done already been damaged. and she done already been kind of ran through and, you know, by these guys, toyed with and spit out. And now you get the opportunity to come in there and pick up the pieces. So it's either you adapt or you purchase her off of the clearance rack later on once she's been damaged. But that is the reality that a lot of us face. And we could tie it to a certain type of woman. Nah, it's all type of women. I know women who fathers is pastors, grew up in the church, but she still want that street dude. She still want that guy that's, you know, toxic, that guy that's not that available. That guy that got 3 or 4 different women. I got a little roster or whatever, and you know I do. And you still want to rock with me. So again, I think we all do. And unfortunately, you know, it's necessary for you to be successful out here, or it's gonna be rough for you, bro. Straight up.
Wow. Is there anybody that wanted to say something that hasn't said something about this? Go ahead,
Yeah, I
Law.
want to go, man. Most of the times we don't want to be toxic, but we still want to be able to draw from the toxic well when we need to, especially when we're enforcing boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people will try to use you if you don't set up a boundary. And sometimes you have to draw from that toxicity and say, hey, look, I'm not cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to be able to do that. You know, because people will try to use you. But the thing about it is, like I said earlier, man, we create the things we feel the most. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why I walk with a swag. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody handed my heart to me a long time ago. And you know what? I appreciate it too, because I'm a better man for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of guys reach deep down inside and say, yeah, I appreciate a little bit of that toxicity. You know what I mean? But never again. And I think a lot of guys draw from that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some women draw from that too. That's the reason why that independent don't need no man come from, because somebody mistreated her, you know? And that's where that comes from. So sometimes that toxicity is there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's there to protect you, to keep from, you know, creating a cycle, the Superman complex. You know what I'm saying? Superman, you know, provides a savior to the ones who need to be saved. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes those saviors need somebody to provide somebody to save them. You see what I'm saying? So it's a never-ending cycle, but sometimes, you know, you got to be like, hey, look, I'm tired of saving you. You know, I'm gonna teach you how to be a superhero so you can save yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the superhero need to put down his cape and be like, hey, look, you don't have to save the world all the time. Sometimes somebody need to save you from yourself. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that toxicity comes in handy. But for the most part, we really don't want to do that. But sometimes people push our buttons. And I think that's where we draw from the well from time to time.
That's what's up. That's good. This is going to be the last question. Let's see. The question that I wanted to know, basically y'all saying that everybody has a level of toxicity, except Prototype is saying to some degree there may be. So with that being said, let's see, what is it? How can toxic relationships be redeemed? How can a toxic relationship be redeemed? Who want to go first?
I don't think it is no redeeming. I mean, the only way to redeem it is for that person, whoever the toxic person is to fix themselves. That's literally the only way. Like you can't fix a toxic relationship and the person still has the toxic trait that is ruining the relationship. The person has to fix themselves. Like the relationship is never going to be repaired. It doesn't matter how much therapy sessions you go to, how much talking you do, how much writing in your journal you do. If you don't dig deep within and fix yourself as a person, it's just going to be the same thing over and over. Rinse, cycle, repeat. So the only way to redeem a toxic relationship is for the toxic person to fix themselves. And it depends on what level of toxic you went to, because some lines that get crossed, it ain't no crossing back. I don't give a fuck how much therapy you went to or how much forgiveness you got. Yeah, I forgive you, but take your ass over there. This shit over with. It ain't no coming back. So it really depends, because I'm a firm believer in everything can't be repaired. I don't give a damn what society tell you. Oh, you know, forgive them for yourself. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna forgive them from over here across the street. Take your ass over there somewhere. So it really just depends. But to sum it all up, fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to fix them. Don't try to fix your partner. Your partner has to go on that journey themselves. You know what I'm saying? You be the best person you can be, and they be the best person that they can be, and then the relationship will be the best that it can be. But if you're spending all your time trying to repair this broken person, now you're taking away from yourself. You're tearing yourself down in the process, and the relationship is already fucked up. So now you had one fucked up person, and now you got two, and the relationship is just turmoil. So fix yourself, people. Be the best person that you can possibly be. Mind, body, and soul.
That's a bet. Go Trey. I saw you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say distance is the only way that could be redeemed. Just like bro said, you know, I can't rehab off drugs living in a dope house. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? You got all the willpower in the world, but that has left a mark on me, or that has a new hold on me now, and it's gonna take distance and time a lot of times. But during that time, the toxic people or whatever doing the work that's necessary for them to no longer be toxic. But if they're in that relationship, the way that relationship starts 9 times out of 10 is going to be the way it ends. That's how I always see it. In terms of like what we done brought to it, our mindset. Because again, like once I have you pegged, or once I put you in a certain box in my head, it's damn near impossible for me to see you another way. Meaning that if you came into this thing insecure, or you came into this thing broken, or you came into this thing letting me have my way or do whatever it is that I want, I'm not going to just all of a sudden snap a finger and now I see each other as equal, or I see each other as like we got the same amount of leverage, or I have a newfound respect for you based on no. I'm always keep you in that box until some time and some distance comes in between, and now I'm doing work or whatever, and now I see you elevating. Now it's just like, okay, yeah, this person is different than who I used to be with, but you can't elevate if we still within the same relationship. So yeah, that's my answer, man. Distance and time is the only way that it can be redeemed, if it can be redeemed. Because a lot of times you get a distance of time, y'all get back together, and the shit crash and burn again because it just wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be. Lost. I see you. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I like what Mr. Viral said. He said that self-awareness is key. You know, so you got to know you're messing up. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that the other person's messing up. I like what Trill said. Trill said sometimes you need to have a little space, a little distance. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you know, find out who you are again, because sometimes people will gaslight you and having you thinking you the one crazy. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this: conflict resolution, especially when you come back together, man. Making sure that you guys handle crucial situations with a mindset to resolve the issue and not to win arguments or demean one another. You know what I'm saying? You ever get into a situation with somebody and you say, hey, look, here's my problem. And all of a sudden they take it and twist it and flip it and reverse it. You know what I'm saying? Say, I got a problem with you. Well, I got a problem with you too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them addressing exactly what you got on the table, they take it, redirect it, and deflect it, you know what I'm saying, and turn it into something that you're supposed to be doing. That doesn't create an atmosphere for trust. You know what I'm saying? Because if every time I bring up something, you bring up something that I did, then we never really get resolved what I need to have resolved first. You see what I'm saying? So that means that lets me know that you're not really eager to help in this particular situation, or you want to resolve it. So I would say conflict resolution skills is one of those things that we really need to work on, and stop looking to push the blame or name call or demean the other person when it comes down to it.
That's what's up. Did anybody want to add to this? Ladies.
Okay, I said walk away. Just give up on it. Don't do it, because what I and this is from personal experience. What I found is what you know or what you learn, you can come back and use that to hurt. And that's a part of being toxic. You know, because some people will walk away from you after they done hurt you and they done gave you some time. They see you done elevated, you done healed a little bit, you done grew, you done did whatever transformation that they feel that you've done. They come back in with a old playbook and pull out some plays that you thought was healed or you thought you could move forward from, and use that same play and put you right back where you was. Like Trill said, back in that box. Like it's hard to, and I'm gonna say this from being a single parent, it's hard to get out of a box. And once somebody's hurt you and you have not really done the work to heal, you can't move on with that person. That's why I say just walk away from it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna always question that person motive. And a lot of people don't talk about those questions that come in hand. It's not that the person may be doing everything right, but you're going to have a question mark in the back of your mind, and you're gonna look at that person funny. So it's, to me, it's not worth trying to redeem. You need to walk away, go build with somebody else, go start fresh with somebody else. Just take the relationship as it was. Don't relive nothing, because at the end of the day, if they wanted you at that time, the way I look at it now, because like I said, I grew about two centimeters, not that much, but the way I look at it now, if they wanted you then, they would have did everything possible then to try to work it to keep it better, try to at least be accommodating, because sometimes people only want you when they think you're better. Then they want to come enjoy the ride. No, you can't get on the ride. You should have been on the ride when we was doing maintenance. You can't come over here with that. You can't get that.
Jamie, what you got? Oh, prototype, go ahead. I see you.
So I got some homeboys that's trying to redeem their relationship. Toxic ass dudes. But you know what I'm saying? But in them trying to redeem their relationship, man, like I said, toxic people pour into that person that's not toxic, their toxicity. And after you come to your peace and like, oh, I don't want to be toxic anymore and I just want to make things right. Now that person you poured that toxicity into, they're getting you back. It's all payback now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's all well and good that you done had to change your heart and you done did this and did this, but it's my turn now. So now's the redemption process of trying to, now you got to take the medicine that you dished out. And it's coming back differently, because just because it's your toxic into another person, it's still going to come out a different way, because that person is going to resemble it however they resemble it. And that's just how women are a mirror. You know what I'm saying? So you did this to her and that to her, and now you're over this. And now you just want your family back. You just want to do good and right by your family. But she's like, no, no, no. Wait 1 second, brother. You remember that one time? Oh, yeah, now I got to step out. Remember you didn't come home? You didn't come home? No, I'm not coming home. You know what I'm saying? And now it's hurting you more because you're like, I'm trying to do what's right for the family. And they're like, oh, well and good, but it's my turn. So redemption's a hell of a process, man. If it can be redeemed, maybe. You know what I mean? Good luck. If you could take it out like you gave it, then maybe. But I mean, is the best thing for you to do is heal and walk away? Probably. That's the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a man who, let's keep it 100, because the only thing you stand for is your family, your legacy, right? You probably done got this chick pregnant or whatever. So now you're trying to get this together, and you're going through you're willing to go through some punishment. You understand it. So you're doing it for the kids, but we all know doing it for the kids ain't the right way to do it. You know what I mean? So is it redeemable? I haven't really seen it done. I've seen the effort put into it, but I really haven't seen it done. So I'm not gonna say never, but I don't know.
All right. We have to talk about your statement at another time, what you said, prototype. Jamie, what you got?
I'm gonna just say, like, prototype, I've never really seen it done. Like, I've heard people say that they been through it and they came out better friends after the conflict. And I would hope that, but I'll give a friendship situation. I had a friend do me dirty, right? And I block people. So she had to find a way to contact me. So she called me and she was like, don't hang up. I'm sorry. But she was like, can we meet? Can we talk? So what I did, I was like, all right, cool, we can talk. So I wrote down everything. I wrote down from the point where I could see the friendship changed, right? And I was like, okay, well, maybe I did this, maybe she did this, whatever. So we sat down, and literally everything I wrote down in this notebook, she confirmed, right? So she even told me where she switched up on me, okay? So I was like, all right, we can start fresh, right? She apologized. I'm thinking we on the same page. And we not friends now. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't even a month later, she put me in a situation where I was like, like, this was not a situation that you put somebody in. Like, what you just did was not okay. You told me that these people don't like me, and then I get invited somewhere, and these very same people that don't like me are right at the table with me, You get what I'm saying? So that was a hard situation to grasp, is that sometimes people do come back, like Ash said, just to finish you off in a little bit. Like they were just like, I wasn't quite done with hurting you. You know what I'm saying? You look like you're doing good, and I just want to see why you're doing so good. You know what I'm saying? And that's, so I've never seen it. I don't know if a toxic relationship can be redeemed. I always say this: if God don't come to me in my dreams and tell me to be your friend again, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I just want to point out,
the Lord got to come down.
I just want to point out, both the women on the panel immediately said to quit. Now, when you look at relationships today, women file 80% of the divorces, 90% when they're educated. Most of the problems in relationships can be hashed out if the adults would sit down like adults and really talk about what the issues are and work on them. But women have this delusion today that their options are unlimited, so they're unwilling to, take accountability, and unwilling to work on things, it seems like. And just two women on the panel low-key confirmed it, like, oh, first sign of toxic, I'm out of here. First problem, I'm out of here.
I didn't say that.
It's like, damn, you ain't even gonna give it time to talk. Like, hey, this might be a misunderstanding. Before I block you, this is how I feel. How do you feel?
No,
well, damn,
I didn't say that. But I didn't say that.
To run away from their problems, where men typically, we like to address them head on. Like, hey, there might be some type of misunderstanding going on here.
Go ahead,
no.
I'm here.
I'm sorry. I never said that I didn't give her a chance. There were several chances given, right? And so when I said the relationship was done, it's done. You crossed me 1, twice, 3, 4 times, maybe even 5, right? And did me dirty. And so even me saying yes to the conversation, that's why I came with the notebook. I came with conflict resolution. Like, okay, well, we could really move forward with this. And then you put me in a situation with people that you told me at the conflict resolution that we had don't like me, right? And so what does that tell me? That tells me that you don't value me as a person. Like, you would put me in danger, and you don't have my back. And so if a man does that, if a man, okay, we'll say, for instance, is a relationship and he's cheating on you, he's putting your life in danger. He's putting your life in danger and his life in danger. He don't respect you, and he doesn't respect himself, right? So why would I stay?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what's cheating though. I want the depth. Like, what's cheating? What are we talking about?
Like, if he has sex, we'll say if he has intercourse with somebody, we're gonna, like, if he does that.
What man on this planet ain't gonna do that at some point? That's nothing to leave your relationship for. If you got a good man, take care of home, taking care of kids, providing, where are you going?
I am taking it back.
You're gonna leave the good guy. Look, you're gonna leave the good guy who would lay his life down on the line for you to go be single and jump in another man's roster who's doing the same thing anyway, except he fucking more women than the man you had.
You know what?
What sister?
I don't know. That's why I said the fear of the Lord. Because if you don't got the fear of the Lord, then you're gonna be out here being a ho, just giving out donations to everybody. But if you know that God is gonna get you for being a hoe, and your life is gonna be leading to destruction, then you are responsible to the Lord. And you won't cheat because of me. You'll just not cheat because you're scared of God. The fear of the Lord. If this, yes, you're not scared of God. That's why you did it like this.
No, I'm saying in the Bible, men had multiple wives. Matter of fact, all the men in the Bible who had multiple wives,
and that's fine that you say that, but they all lived their lives.
They fell out of favor with God.
Every last one of them were led to destruction. Every last one of them did not die a good life. So because they could not control their loins, their legacy at the end of it was, oh, he was a murderer. He's murdered his homeboys to get with the wife. Oh, he was a whore. You get what I'm saying? And you can listen to what he said. He's at the end of his life, he tells you don't do it because he lost favor with God. He could have lived longer, but because he could not control his loins, he lost everything. So I'm going to say it again. They did not fear God after a while. When you have multiple women and multiple women and multiple women, you are serving other gods. You are living in polygamy. That's a form of polygamy. That's your problem. Close your legs. You know what I'm saying? Hold yourself together. You know what I'm saying? And don't do that. That's why I say
monogamy is not natural, right? God created
it's natural. It's natural if you want it to be. If you
No,
wanted to be, if you're
there's
scared of
no
God,
man alive
if
that's
you're
naturally
scared,
polygamous.
I want you to be scared of God. I'm scared because out here the streets is scary.
God
People,
told us to be fruitful and spread our seeds. Why would I
No,
be afraid of
not
doing
spread
what God
diseases
told me
though, not STDs, and that's what's happening. Ain't nobody spreading no seeds; they spreading STDs, and I don't got that to do.
to do? That's what they made
I don't got
condoms
that
for.
to do. In Jesus' name, no,
99.9.
ma'am, no, sir, no, sir, no, no, no.
99.9.
It's not safe out here. You got to have a good fear of the Lord. If you don't know him, that's fine. But if you don't, you're putting yourself out here to die. It says the wages of sin are death. That means you are leading yourself straight to death.
Okay,
Period. I'm not gonna say you're in hell.
Jamie. I don't want to take over the panel. I just want to ask you this. Why do
Okay.
y'all only care about everything you preaching? Y'all only care about this once y'all get the title of wifey or girlfriend. When you're casually dating and you know he has a roster for a fact, you don't give a damn because you don't have the title and you don't have the ego of, oh, I'm his woman and I better be his only woman. When y'all are casually dating and having casual sex and going on dates and whatnot, you don't care who else he talking to until you get the title. Then y'all get the title and the ego kick in, and now, oh, you better be monogamous. I wasn't monogamous for the first 6 months. We were casually dating.
I can't speak on that.
You weren't polygamous.
No, sir. I can't speak on that. There's not been a dude that I hadn't dated that hadn't shut down the operation before even asking me to be with them. And that's real. No, I'm not lying. And I thought that wasn't true until I went through the messages and saw him cutting people off before he even asked me out. And that's real. So, I mean, not saying that he didn't do it afterwards or before, but there was a level of respect prior to where he knew, like, oh, I'm not gonna play with her, and that's just have to be what it is. But I don't know why I don't find it appealing when a man has a bunch of women because that's drama, and drama stops my money. Because what I do, I would have problems with that type of situation. I do hair, and if my man is a hoe, usually these women are going to find a way to book an appointment with me and I wouldn't know, right? So I could be styling the woman who he's cheating on me with. You get what I'm saying? So like that puts me in a bad position. Like that's real. And so I wouldn't, I'm not okay with that. I'm with a man who is whole within himself and doesn't have to lay up with a whole bunch of women or talk to a whole bunch of women. If you got that much time on your hands, what are you doing? What goals do you have anyways? Why are you able to text all these females in the first place? I don't even do that. I don't got time to talk to you. I want to be able to be financially stable. I want legacy. I want land. I want things. And that does not concise with me or coexist with me being like this all the time. That's too much.
You know, the men who are the most financially stable and who have land and all of this have the most options. They have the most women. They have the most
time on their hands. I'm not.
Are you not looking at society like reality?
Let me do this real quick, Jamie.
I am looking at society.
Go ahead, humble God.
Check this out. What is going on is that y'all are missing each other to a degree, right? Like Jamie did literally say about the situation as far as the relationship with the she did say that she gave her an opportunity. Matter of fact, she came to the table to reconcile. Trill, he was the one, he's not a woman, but he did say walk away. So it wasn't just the women that said walk away. Am I right, Trill? Didn't you say? Right. So I think you already had a preconceived idea of what that was going to be said, because Trill and Ash said walk away, while Jamie gave a literal example of her trying to reconcile, which is what Lost in Translation said to do, which was to reconcile. Right. So I think that was a part of that conversation. And also I think it's important for people not to get the Bible misconstrued. I think most people that talk about it don't really study it. You know what I'm saying? They may say what they think it is, but they're not studying it. I mean, when Jamie said, as it relates to the destruction of mankind, I mean, if you talk about David, his heart was after God, but he had a repentant heart, is what that particular scripture was talking about. But if you look at what happened in his family, there was total chaos. I mean, his son assaulted his own sister. Then his own son killed his other son. Then his same son wanted to X him out. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of destruction in that situation as a result of him literally trying to cover up him committing adultery, if you will, even though he had concubines. Because at that time in the Bible, their culture was that, and it typically was only men that could do it resourcefully. So that's not the confines of where we live in the United States. Now, if you want to have that opportunity, then you would have to assign yourself to a different demographics in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So nevertheless, this has been real. This has been dope. I think, because, I always like to get y'all out, but I want y'all to also be able to have y'all conversation. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to come to a rescue or anything like that. What I was trying to do is bring clarity to both parties. Make sure you check out Trill. Tell us where they can find you, bro.
Oh man, Crew Season, man, everywhere. That's KREWSEA SON. Also tonight's conversation podcast. For everybody in Philly, we're gonna be at the Roost Picnic this weekend, going crazy. So make sure y'all tap into that. Come check us out, and yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. Me personally, T-trell AC on Instagram and Twitter. Those two is where I'll be at. But yeah, as far as the content, man, Crew Season everywhere. Appreciate you, bro. Love always. You know that.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, don't forget to with Trill, don't y'all have the app as well? Or is that still rocking?
Yeah, for sure. Crew Season app, man. It's everywhere. Apple, Android, Fire Stick TV, Apple TV, Roku, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap into that for all exclusive content, all of the pods, all the Battle of the Sexes, which we about to get started back doing again. And live streams. We'll be back soon. So make sure y'all tap in, man.
That's a bet. Lost on you.
You can find me here on YouTube, Lost in Translation Podcast, also on TikTok. Thank you for my TikTok folks who follow me over the night. Also on Instagram as well, too. And don't follow me on Facebook. You leave me alone. That's the only place I can rest. So y'all come hang out with me on YouTube. Thank you, Humble Dad.
Absolutely. Prototype on you.
Man, you can find us Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Prototype Kingdom, man. We got some good content over there, man. Check us out.
Ash.
You can find me on Instagram, IG 360.diva, where I do the most cooking. That is cooking, because that's all I'm gonna do now.
Mr. Viral.
Y'all can find me on YouTube at the Viral Way Podcast. You can find us on Instagram. I put the Instagram right there under my name, at the Viral Way Podcast. It has my personal Instagram and the crew's personal Instagram on there. But yeah, best podcast in the world, bar none. Make sure y'all tap in. We going viral the Viral Way, man. The villain.
Appreciate you being here. Jamie, on you.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Jamie Radiance Moorhead, because I'm your favorite Christian life coach. And that's it.
That's what's up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we out here. Deuces.
The boy is dangerous. Bad feeling about this. You don't seem to understand something.
The thing that I like most about being a dad is that I see that I'm about to impact the world.